We need to go back to the adventure formula. Or alternatively, why doesn't Sega make Sonic Adventure 3? Now for that second question, it's pretty obvious. Sega doesn't want people to compare a game to its predecessor. People better than me have covered that in more detail. Plus, why would they even make this game? People seem to have responded pretty well to the boost mechanic, with it being used in many of the modern games, including Sonic Unleashed, Colors, Generations, and Sonic Forces. Yet people are still asking for what will supposedly be the best Sonic game, Sonic Adventure 3, or just another game in the adventure style. The question is, does this type of Sonic game work? Before we get started, I want to clarify that I'm exclusively talking about Sonic's gameplay here, as those other styles were little more than padding to reuse assets. With that out of the way, let's talk about the big difference between, quote, Dreamcast Sonic and modern Sonic. The Spin Dash. It was a mechanic designed for easy speed, so you wouldn't have to go backward just to go up a small slope in a level. It worked perfectly in the 2D environment, and games like 2017's Sonic Mania show that it still works just as perfectly as it did, with the right level design of course. Sonic Adventure tried to bring all the abilities classic Sonic had to 3D without changing much. But the level design did change. It became more physically open, yes, but it also became more linear in how you actually got to the end. Along with the introduction of speed boosters being practically everywhere to make sure that loop in Emerald Coast felt as easy as it used to, it stopped playing like it used to. The move also loses any practical combat application with the introduction of the homing attack, a move that was added to replicate the ability to jump on and roll into enemies. With the speed and combat application of the move gone, what's the point of having the Spin Dash? When all Sonic can do in a game is move and jump, this makes him just a faster Mario with worse controls. Not to mention, the Hedgehog can often feel slippery due to his speed and the level design being too linear to accommodate this. Even now, if you put this formula into use, it would probably be called simply outdated or bad, as levels do not fit Sonic's abilities. In fact, it was called outdated and bad. Despite all the other problems the game had, Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 wasn't a very good game at its core. The game used the adventure formula, and its level design was basically a straight line you could fall off of, and Sonic controlled so poorly that most players certainly would. The Spin Dash in this case is much like the Fire Flower in Mario games, working great in 2D, but feeling clumsy and awkward in 3D. The difference is, the Spin Dash is a core part of Sonic's character. However, unlike Mario and his incendiary plant problem, I believe Sonic has solved the Spin Dash issue. It's called the Sonic Boost. In this version of Sonic gameplay, the Spin Dash has been replaced with an instant boost of speed, which allows Sonic to take out enemies by simply running into them. Sound familiar? The Sonic Boost is simply a Spin Dash updated for linear 3D levels, with the game's platforming either in 2D segments or focusing less on precision and more on avoiding obstacles that could slow you or stop you from moving. In these games, speed is a reward as it was in the 2D games, as you have to not only keep moving, but keep your boost going by collecting rings or white wisps. In fact, they could just change the animation from Sonic running to Sonic in a ball, and we would have our new Spin Dash. So, I think Sonic Adventure 3 is a bad idea at its core, as the adventure formula simply does not work. The most recent game where the Spin Dash was implemented into 3D, Sonic Lost World, got mixed review scores for not using the now tried and true Sonic Boost. I think the real kicker here though, is that we've actually gotten two Sonic Adventure 3s. Kind of. As I said before, one of the worst Sonic games ever, Sonic 06, was the third game to use the adventure formula, technically making it Sonic Adventure 3. As for the second Adventure 3 we've gotten, Sonic Unleashed, the first console game to use the boost formula, was originally titled Sonic Adventure 3. but was changed because Sega was scared of fan backlash. In conclusion, Sonic Adventure doesn't work now, and I don't think it really did back then either. Thank you so much for listening. Whether you agree with me or not, I encourage you to leave your thoughts in the comments. I hope we can all be civilized when talking about a blue cartoon hedgehog that moves faster than sound. If you want to follow my Twitter, it will be down in the description below. If you like what you saw here, I want to do more of these in the future, so please consider subscribing. I hope to do a full review of the Adventure series eventually, so please stay tuned for that as well. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.